You know that feeling in a new project, the kickoff meeting where everyone's super polite, nodding and smiling,
Hmm.
but nobody wants to be the one to ask the dumb question? It feels like a good start, but it's not really real, is it?
It's not. Real teamwork, well, it doesn't really start until someone gets just annoyed enough to stop being so polite.
And that gets us to Bruce Tuckman. Most of us in management know the rhyme, right?
Huh?
Forming, storming, norming, performing.
Right.
But what's fascinating from his original 1965 work is that the conflict isn't just a possibility, it's inevitable.
It's the critical filter. That first stage, forming, is just orientation. It's that, best behavior phase you mentioned.
Yeah, testing the waters.
Exactly. But to survive, the group has to hit storming. They have to argue a bit to figure out the real hierarchy, the real rules.
And what I thought was interesting from our deep dive, in Tuckman's original data, only about half the groups he studied actually showed this conflict stage.
That's a key nuance. A lot of those were lab studies,
Right.
artificial groups without real stakes.
Uh,
But in a real-world team, storming is pretty much guaranteed. I mean, if you don't fight a little about how to do the work, you never build the trust to do it well.
so assuming the team survives that argument, we get to norming, the dust settles.
Hmm. Cohesion starts to build.
But isn't there a risk there? That confusion just means everyone's afraid to rock the boat.
Oh, a huge risk.
Yep.
That's the trap of norming, what we call artificial harmony. You're so glad the fighting's over that you stop sharing controversial ideas.
And a truly performing team, the fourth stage, they break through that.
They do. They can argue without it getting personal, because that underlying trust has been forged in the storming phase.
That's the flow state. The team becomes autonomous. But, getting there isn't just about good chemistry. You need the right tools.
Well, of course. You want the friction to be intellectual, not
Yeah.
operational.
Exactly. And if you're trying to clear those operational hurdles, you should really look at Embersilk. They help with AI training, automation, custom software, basically clearing the path so your team can actually perform. You can find out more at embersilk.com.
And once you have that team in flow, the model actually throws a bit of a curveball.
It does, yeah.
Tuckman went back to his work in 1977 with Mary Ann Jensen and added a fifth stage, adjourning,
The breakup.
the breakup, or mourning. We forget teams are often temporary. And, acknowledging that end is really crucial for closure.
But the big takeaway for me is that this isn't a straight line up a ladder. It's not linear at all.
Not at all. You could be performing totally in sync, and then a new manager comes in.
And you slide right back down to storming.
Instantly. Because the norms are disrupted. You have to renegotiate the entire social contract all over again.
So how does a leader manage that? We looked at this nurse leader study, which maps leadership behaviors to each stage.
Yeah, it's about matching your style to the team's needs. Informing, you're coordinating. You're very directive.
You're picking the team, setting the goals.
Mm-hmm. But when they hit storming, you can't just give orders. You have to switch to coaching. You're managing relationships, building trust.
And the hardest part.
The hardest part is when they hit performing. Your job then is empowering. You have to step back.
You have to let them lead.
If you keep coordinating a team that's already in flow, you actually become the obstacle.
It's a comforting thought, really. It means all that messiness, that friction. It's just part of a predictable process.
Yet his friction isn't failure. It's just the sound of a team climbing that ladder.
So the next time you're in a heated meeting, don't panic. You're just storming so you can perform. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.